Thanks for taking the time to your free time to be with us today and to be with Olives from Spain and to learn hopefully a little bit about olives. We're going to talk about three specific olives from Spain today. The thing that's interesting about olives from a nutritional aspect or a health aspect is that they're really part of the Mediterranean diet. They're very healthy for you. Lots of olives are grown specifically for the creation of olive oil, which is obviously a very healthy oil. But olives in general have good mineral content, good vitamin content, and both of these are recipes that we think kind of take something that's really delicious, a Spanish table olive, and then enhance that experience with spices and other flavorings. And I'm adding 2 cups of stuffed manzanilla olives and a few tablespoons of preserved lemons. And the next one calls for ripe and Gordal olives. So these are black ripe olives from Spain and then Gordal olives. And it's basically a couple of cups of both. My goal with these kind of recipes is taking something from average or ordinary to extraordinary. And one of the things that when I started working with olives from Spain was trying to think about what might appeal to a broad marketplace. And that's one of the things that I think restaurant chefs really owe to their guests. The next recipe is a olive and blue cheese vinaigrette. And again, this is a real assembly type recipe. So it calls for 3 cups of virgin olive oil, and it has 2 cups of crumbled blue cheese, or almost crumbled. This might be hard to mix. 2 cups of sliced black olives, and 2 cups of Gordal olives. The next recipe, again, is really mixing and assembling. There's a little bit of fresh tarragon that needs to be chopped. And again, you know, I sort of look at tarragon again in that sort of anisette flavor of fennel as well. So again, you see it. So I put some chopped parsley in here, some Brunoise red onion, some black olives, and this is a little bit of marjoram that's been minced as well. You're just going to taste the tapenade today on a little crouton. But tapenade is one of the things that we serve on fish or poultry. So I have some sobrasada, and this is a spreadable chorizo, and again some Gordal olives, and they simply get piped and filled. The only reason I don't season these is, first of all, salt doesn't need to be on an olive, and if the chorizo is doing its job, pepper doesn't either, and not that either one would really stick, right? That we always use a mallet, and we always use a mallet that has spikes on it like this, is to break down the connective tissue. Why do we want to break down the connective tissue? The connective tissue in protein does what when we put it in heat? It shrinks. It tightens up, right? This is a dish that's all about the olive relish, all about Spanish olive relish, right? If you're not into a green olive and fennel relish, you're not ordering this chicken dish. But that's what it would look like. There's never been a time where there's more chefs committed to cooking in better restaurants than in our history. It's never been as good as it is right now. So
I like the variety of the Spanish olives. They tasted very nice and they were creative. I was surprised with the fried olives.
Yes, I love Spanish olives very much. And today is the first time I taste it, and I like it very much. I like the chicken taste. It's very nice.
The Spanish olives are really good. It's a nice combination of salty, a little bit of bitter, which is a good thing. And my favorite was probably the fried olives with the sopressata. That's probably my favorite dish out of all of them.